If you're about to buy your next Airbnb property, stop, because there are crucial mistakes I see many Airbnb investor clients of ours make over and over again right before they try to scale, and these mistakes end up costing them tens of thousands of dollars and months of wasted time. Over the past 8 years, I've helped hundreds of entrepreneurs and real estate investors secure tens of millions of dollars in funding in order to start or scale their businesses. And I've seen exactly what happens when Airbnb operators try to scale and rush into their next property without having the right foundation in place. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to fix before you buy so that you can scale your Airbnb business faster, you can access more capital and 0% interest, and avoid the expensive mistakes that keep most investors stuck in their tracks. So let's get right into it. Section 1, wrong entity structure and no capital strategy. The very first mistake that I see many real estate investor clients of ours get stuck in is having the wrong entity structure or having no entity at all. What I mean by that is having a business LLC or an S Corp or a C Corp to hold all of your assets. Typically, when I see investor clients come to us, they either have all of their properties under their own name or they have the entity structure set up in a way that does not put them in the most beneficial way possible in terms of financing. A lot of the times I see people mixing their personal and their business expenses together, and they're using personal credit cards, and it's just a mess in terms of getting access to business capital and business credit. You see, banks don't give $100,000 plus approvals to individuals. They give them to business owners with the proper structure in place. The second mistake is having no capital strategy before you try to scale. Most people get into a rut and then try to get funding when they desperately need it. But the funny thing is that banks don't fund businesses that are desperate and need it. Take it from Luke Koch in his testimonial. He says, it's kind of funny to say, but you don't want to go to the banks when you desperately need it. You want to get funding before you actually need it. It's kind of topsy-turvy because banks are going to give it to the people who don't need it as much. They're not desperate. Most investors just scraping and get by are using their personal credit cards, their savings, and expensive hard money loans. Successful investors, on the other hand, are utilizing business credit at 0% interest and accessing hundreds of thousands of dollars in order to scale their Airbnb business, get into the next property, do renovations, whatever they need to do, scale to the moon. Investors who scale fast have the capital ready and waiting for them to strike when the iron is hot. By the way, if you want my team to personally walk you through this funding system to get up to $300,000 at 0% interest, click the link down below in the description, speak to one of our team members, and see how much you can qualify for at 0% interest. Section 2, poor credit preparation and wrong application timing. The third mistake is not preparing your credit profile before you go into the funding process. It's simple. Banks and lenders have algorithms in which their underwriting will approve or deny people based on their credit profile. This includes your personal credit score, any derogatories or late payments, and your business credit as well. Small adjustments here in the credit profile can make the difference between a $5,000 approval and a $50,000 approval or more by the same bank or lender. The fourth mistake is having wrong application time or an incorrect funding sequence. We see this all the time where investors are just throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing what sticks. They're doing mass applications without a real strategy, and this signals to the lenders that they're desperate, they don't know what they're doing, and they're probably not going to be the best borrowers. Our approach is completely different. We create a funding sequence specific to you and your credit profile in order to optimize your chances of getting the highest approvals from the banks and the lenders. This way, we're able to secure you the highest approval at 0% interest. Section 3, the mistakes that drain your profits. Fifth and final mistake that I see is separating your personal from your business taxes. This is super important at the end of the year in order to pay as little as possible in taxes while maximizing your upside in the right way. You can do this by setting up an LLC and separating your business income from your personal. This is not tax or legal advice. Definitely consult with your accountant before making a decision here, but highly consider it in order to separate your taxes from your business and your personal. Before scaling, you want to make sure you're protected and you have the proper structure in place before you take your business to the next level. Most Airbnb investors rush into their next property without fixing these simple foundational things first. Then they wonder why they can't access capital properly, why banks keep saying no and flat out rejecting them, and why scaling seems so slow and painful. It doesn't have to be this way. It's simple. Fix the foundation before going to the next floor. Now, if you want my team to personally walk you through this funding system, click the link down below in the description to schedule time to meet with a funding advisor. One of our team members will happily walk you through your funding pre-approval, see how much you can qualify at 0% interest, and I'll see you in the next video.